is up, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube? It's Dr. Top Half 1, CPR Half 1, and today, if by any chance my green screen kind of looks a little wonky, I do apologize. It's my first time really using the green screen with editing actual videos and not, doing live streams. So if it looks wonky at any time, I do apologize. But anyway, today I'm going to be discussing what it's like working at McDonald's. Obviously, I've been working at McDonald's for about 5 years collectively. I worked 3 years in New Jersey, and then at a McDonald's in New Jersey, and then now I've been working 2 years here in Georgia. So that's a rough 5 years, about 5 years. It was my 2-year anniversary here in Georgia about a month or so ago. But anyways, I'm here to discuss what it's like working at McDonald's. I did a previous one a while back when I first started working at McDonald's, but it's a little outdated. There's more to talk about working at a McDonald's. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. So congratulations on getting your job at McDonald's. If you're watching this, you probably have been hired at a McDonald's, or you're a returning subscriber. Hello. But congratulations, you got a job at McDonald's. First thing I would like to stress is don't stress. First thing I would like to stress is don't stress. Don't stress about the job. Just remember, it's just a job. That's really about it. It's just a job. There's plenty of other jobs out there. McDonald's shouldn't be your career. If it is, good for you, but it shouldn't be your career. It should be your first starter. It should be a starter job. Shouldn't be a full-time career. So you don't gotta worry about it. A couple of tips, hints, tricks of what you would like to know, or what you should know. If you haven't seen my what to expect during the interview, I would go check that out. Link will be in the description for that one. I would go check that out. But I'm just gonna kind of touch loosely on what I explained there. A couple hints and tricks. Obviously, don't stress. The interview, don't stress it. It's really not the end of the world. If you don't get the job, you don't get the job. Obviously, if you're watching this, you probably already got the job, or you're curious about it, which I'll get to here in a second. But just really don't worry about it. It's just a job. There's no other way of putting it. It's just a job. It's your starter job. If it's your first job, it's just a starter job. Sorry, I keep slurring. But it's just a starter job. No need to stress. But what to expect, a couple hints, tips on getting hired. Dress nicely, dress appropriately. Don't, dress in, garbage clothes. Wear, like something like this. There we go. This is a dress shirt. Wear kind of something like this. Or, some nice clothes. Don't come in, in a t-shirt and jeans and call it a day. Just nicely, be appropriate, shake his or her hand, whoever's interviewing you, and you'll get the job. Just make sure you're polite, ask questions when need be. That's a problem I don't have. That's a problem I have, is I don't really ask a lot of questions. So if you're curious about something, say they didn't talk about how much you'll be making an hour. Right now I'm making $8 an hour. Working 2 years, I should be getting paid more, but anyway. I'm making $8 an hour. So say they don't say, hey, you're going to be making this much an hour. Say they don't say that. So, if she or he says, hey, you have any questions for me? Just be like, hey, I'm just curious how much I'll be getting paid. Just ask questions, Be polite. Put yourself out there, kind of step out of your comfort zone. If you're anything like me, I get a little shy. Just step out of that comfort zone. Just be you, Be you, be polite, be nice, and you'll get the job. No problem. But now to the meat. What's that fucking saying? The meat of the video? Whatever. Anyway, on to the most important part. What it's like working at McDonald's. So, I want to put a disclaimer out there. Disclaimer. I'll probably put it in the beginning of the video as well. Not all McDonald's are the same. Not all McDonald's are the same, especially working at two separate McDonald's in separate states, let alone. They're not the same. One McDonald's would do A, B, C, and D this way, and one McDonald's would do D, B, C, and A this way. You know, it's sometimes it's backwards, sometimes it's different, but so not all McDonald's are the same. So you might not have the personal experience that I have working at a McDonald's, but it should be roughly about the same. So, a couple questions that I've gotten asked before were, you know, what is the management like? You know, how do the management, you know, treat employees? Before, you know, when I was working at a McDonald's in New Jersey, the managers were okay. You know, some of them you'll get along with, some of them you won't. You know, you'll have, you know, a great manager. You know, the best manager you can get along with, nice, easygoing, no stress whatsoever. And then you could have a shitty manager that just yells at you all the time, that you just don't like, you just can't stand. For some reason they don't like you, so they can't stand you, you can't stand them. You're gonna have that, but that's life. That's life. You know, you're gonna go, even if whatever career you would like to accomplish and you would like to do, you're gonna have bosses that you're not gonna like, and for some reason they're not gonna like you. But it shouldn't change your opinion or view on how the job works, if that makes any sense. Like I said, that's just life. You're not gonna like people. People are not gonna like you. It just happens. You have one opinion, they have another one. It's just how it goes. So that's how life crumbles, you know. But so yeah, when people ask me, you know, how are management, like I said, every store is different. You could have a good manager. I have a bunch of good managers that I know, and you could have bad managers. Honestly, right now, I don't think I have a bad manager that I really don't like. So it just, once you get into the job, like once you get to McDonald's, you're in McDonald's, you got your uniform on, you're dressed, ready to go, dressed to impress. Yeah. Just to impress, you're ready to go, and you in McDonald's uniform, you got your shirt on, you got your nice black pants on, you got your non-slip shoes on, you're ready to go. You walk inside, instantly you'll know what manager you will like and what manager you won't like. But my hope for you is that you do you receive good managers, one that, you know, will push you to do something, but at the same time be, you know, respectful to you, be kind to you, you know, have fun with them. You know, it's just stuff like that. Like I said, I've had numerous managers that I can kick back, relax, and, you know, talk just bullshit about, you know. I feel like I've been saying you know a lot. Anyway, so that's pretty much the manager aspect of it. I need a drink. Holy shit. I got unsweetened tea over there. I should have put it over here. I'm going to do that now. Okay, sorry about that. I just needed a sip to drink. But, so that's the management part. Like I said, you're going to have managers, good managers, bad managers. They're going to collide. It doesn't matter where you are. You're not going to get the perfect boss. Never will. I had the perfect boss, you know, when I first started my job at McDonald's back in 2013. But unfortunately, he had to leave. And we got a not so nice one. So, you know, it just all depends. It all depends on what your store is and who's working there at the time. The next topic that I would like to discuss are hours. You know, what kind of hours can you work? So, in some states it varies. Like the one in New Jersey, the one I used to work at in New Jersey, I used to be able to only work 4 to 6:45, 4 o'clock p.m. to 6:45 p.m. due to me being 15 years old. Some places hire at 15, some places hire at 16, and some places hire at 18. You know, it just all depends on what store you're working at. Most stores hire at 16. That's what between the two stores that I worked at, they hire at 16. Well, the one down in Georgia here that I work at hires at 16. The one in New Jersey hires at 15. I'm not too sure if that's still a go. I'd have to contact my work buddy about that back in New Jersey. But anyways, yeah, so hours. So you have 3 options. You can work the morning shift, which is what I work, 4:45 to about like 11 o'clock pretty much every day due to, you know, schooling that I have to do, college and all that stuff. You can work the mid shift, which mid shift usually starts around 11. And then you can work the night shift, so there's 4 options actually, sorry. There's morning, mid, night shift, which starts around like 6 o'clock, and then there's overnights, which some stores are 24 hours. So if you would like to pull the graveyard shift, honestly, I wouldn't recommend it because I just personally, I don't like the overnight shift. It's just slow and boring. But there are overnight shifts that you can do if your store that you want to work at is 24 hours. Mine currently isn't. It used to be, but it isn't any longer. So yeah, there's morning shift, noon, night, overnights. There's a bunch of shifts you can work. And what I tend to notice is McDonald's is very, very good about working around your schedule. I work and then I go to school. I go to college. So they're very, very, very easygoing when it comes to working around your schedule. Very easygoing. Well, the two that I worked at. And again, disclaimer, some McDonald's might not be the same. I've only worked at 2. I haven't worked at every single McDonald's restaurant in the United States. God forbid. So yeah, hours depending on what you want to work. You want to work morning? Great. You want to work noon? Great. You want to work night? Great. You got school. You're going to high school and you want to work the night shift because you have high school in the morning. That's great. We got plenty of high schoolers that go, that work at my McDonald's. That's perfect. Okay. So the third topic I want to talk about is pay. I get a lot of questions like, how much are you getting paid? And some people feel like they shouldn't say how much they get paid. I really don't really care. I'm open to it. I get paid $8 an hour. I've been working there for 2 years. I should get a raise. They promised me 25 cents every 6 months, but yet to see that. But pay. Some states are different. I noticed northern states where it's more expensive to live pay higher. Southern states where it's a little less expensive to live pays lower. So the north, I don't know how the west goes. I don't know, but because I'm not at west. So the north tends to pay higher, like the north region, like from Maine down to like Maryland. So they tend to pay higher, and then once you go to the lower states, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, they tend to pay a little bit lower because it's lower, it's cheaper to live in the southern states. So pay, like I said during your interview, ask how much you're going to be paid. That's a big question you need to ask if they don't already state it themselves. You need to ask that. Big chunk of your work is getting paid. So you want to get paid. You want to know how much you're getting paid. So third topic was pay. Always ask. So the fourth topic I want to talk about is coworkers. What type of people you'll be working with. All the coworkers that I have, I'm pretty easygoing with them. Pretty just straight, flat, easy going, no problems. There are going to be a couple coworkers that you cannot stand. They don't want to do their job. They leave coffee pots on the fucking burners overnight. Just slow, not slow, but like shitty. They're just shitty employees, altogether. But there will be employees that do their job and that you can get along easy with. So coworkers, you don't really got to worry about that. You just got to worry about yourself. The fifth topic I want to talk about is customers. If you've been on my channel long enough, you would know that I do 10 things customers do that piss me off. And all of them are true, and all of them you will experience at one point or another. If you haven't checked that out, there's a playlist on my channel, 10 things customers do that piss me off playlist. I recommend checking that out. But these things that I do on the 10 things customers do that piss me off videos, you will experience. You will experience them. And what you got to do is just block it out. Just block it out. It's really that simple. They will piss you off. If you want, you can, talk to a fellow coworker and just bitch about customers, and that tends to help me. I like to do that a lot. But just brush it off your shoulder. It's really not worth getting the stress and anger over, by some idiot wanting his, burger or, just stuff like that. You just brush it off your shoulder. Just brush it off your shoulder. It's really not that big of a deal. Really not that big of a deal. You're gonna deal with idiots 24/7, day in, day out, every day. You just gotta let it brush off your shoulder. But that will pretty much wrap that up. I hope I got to every kind of question that there is. If you do have a question, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below, or join my Discord and you can ask me directly. That's pretty much all I got. Like I said, every McDonald's varies. Every single McDonald's varies. They're not all the same. They're all different. All different. Like I said, one can do A, B, C, D this way, straightforward. One can, and then the other one can do D, B, A, C this way. You know, it's just, all McDonald's are different. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please drop a like. But before I go, we are at 980 subscribers last time I checked. 980 subscribers. We are 20 away from 1,000 subscribers. If we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be dropping my new McDonald's series. So once we hit 1,000 subscribers, you're gonna have to give me a couple days. But once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna be dropping a new McDonald's series. I'm not gonna explain what it is yet, but once we hit 1,000 subscribers, that's gonna be my my thank you for you guys, a new McDonald's series. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please drop that like. I'll catch you guys later.